Hello and welcome back to another video for the channel. We're going to be doing something a bit different today because a new Rebirth trailer came out. So I wanted to watch it with yous and then we'll dive into it, and of course we can just discuss it a bit, because I feel like with this new game coming out I want to know exactly what's going to be in the game, and watching these trailers is going to show us pretty much exactly what we need. So without further ado, we'll stick this trailer on. I will put the link in the description so you can watch it for yourself. You can support the Final Fantasy channel, give them a subscribe, you can keep up to date yourself as well, or even subscribe to me and we can go into depth in more videos as long as you stick your notifications on. So without further ado, we'll get into this.
What happened to this place?
It was Sephiroth.
It can't be.
He wants to finish what he started and rule over the planet.
You coming?
Way ahead of ya! We have to help them.
Let's get to work.
You are truly a model soldier.
We can handle this.
I will reclaim our world.
So honestly, it is a really nice trailer. The music that they did with it was it was amazing. And there's a few things that I've noticed in here. So for example, in this little section, this feather, if you played Crisis Core, then you'll know that Angeal has the white feather-like symbolism, just as Sephiroth has the black feather. Angeal, which is Zack's pretty much mentor or good friend, he had a white feather. So whether Angeal would be part of this game as well, I'm not sure. But if he is, then the whole concept of joining two worlds together would really be put in place. So I think that's really interesting. And also the fact that Zack is alive is also obviously something to take into account. I have heard from news articles and stuff that Zack will be a playable character, so that'll be something to look forward to, because with the Crisis Core reunion, it made the combat feel a lot smoother than the old version in the PSP release. So I'm really looking forward to a remake / rebirth recreation of Zack's combat, because I really found that quite nice, especially if we can get to do synergy attacks with each other. So of course we start off with the Niflheim flashback section, which is just all of when back in the flashback sequence in the original game, you are traveling with Sephiroth, and of course near the end of it, Sephiroth kind of loses his mind and burns down Cloud's whole village. Not quite sure who this guy is, but I'm sure we'll find out when the game comes out, because this is a pretty early game, I'm guessing, because we go straight to Calm, and after that, like during the Calm phase is when we go through this sequence, so that'll be something to look forward to. Next thing is you see Sephiroth, this frame here. So you can see Sephiroth and he kind of lunges back with his sword, which is something that, you know, is quite, it's basically his signature thing, like him holding his sword back. So see when he like goes in for a slice, and you've got all of the whispers in the background. It's pretty hard to see, but you have got all the whispers in the back. Now I did see a different video that came out, how long ago? A month ago, and it reminded me of this section, if it'll load, which is, if you've played the original game and you know what the ancient temple is, you know what happens here, and apparently this is going to be the end of Rebirth. So if we were to look at this section, you can see Sephiroth's black feather. So if we just rewind a bit, you can see whispers in the back.
Please.
So whether these two scenes are linked and Sephiroth goes for a slice on Aerith, that is something which is causing quite a debate within the community at the minute, because no one knows, will Aerith survive or will Aerith die just like she did in the original game. Either one I think could work well depending on how they take the third part, but that's just something to wait and see for. The best thing I think is the combat, because the fact that you can do synergy abilities with each other is something really nice, and it's something that they did inside of the DLC intermission for Remake. So with Yuffie and so on, their synergy abilities, it wasn't as broad as it could have been, but for a DLC it was definitely something like to look forward to, especially in Rebirth, because if you can synergize with everyone, so I think there is maybe 6 or 7 playable characters maybe, so one person can synergize with every other one of them, making there so many combinations to choose from. So that's something to really look forward to. The battles look insane. So this is Zolom, which is something that you find quite early on once you leave into the world map. And the combat, so all of this, it looks great, honestly, and I really like it. So you can see a bit more combat. This looks like just a new type of boss, something that I've not actually seen before. However, I think one of the creators of Rebirth did mention in a post that it's not something that was in the original game, so this is something that they've added, which is nice because they're also adding on top of the story. You can see Yuffie in action just a bit, and this frame is actually really nice. So yes, I have high hopes for this game. And it's coming out in not too long, so the 29th of February, so in about a month and a half, and I am really excited, and I hope you are too, because this game is going to be pretty revolutionary for the Final Fantasy VII world, because they keep adding on top of it. There is also Advent Children, which is a film from many years ago, and they're redoing it for re-release, and they want to set this trilogy of Remake, Rebirth, and the next title that go in line with the new film, which makes sense, obviously, because they want everything to be like a modern style and all of it can fit together. So the only things that we don't have answers for currently is there's most likely going to be a DLC for Rebirth, just like there was intermission for Remake. No idea what this one could be. It could go into depth with Zack, Vincent, even Sid. Vincent and Sid, I'm not really sure they will. However, it could be anything, because we did get to control Yuffie in intermission, and now we're going to be able to control Yuffie in Rebirth's main game. And Vincent and Sid we can't control in this game, just like we couldn't with Red 13 in Remake. So who knows, it's just something to look forward to. But that's all I wanted to go into today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Keep up to date with future videos. I am currently doing a run through of a Remake, so that's kind of like a walkthrough series, so I'll leave a link to that. And if you want to go along with that, then be sure to give that a watch. Leave any comments, I can answer any questions that you've got, but without further ado, it'll be the end of the video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.